Alright, howdy. So I'm just going to do a quick demo here today of some spaceship effects using some different analog and analog modeling pedals. I have here on the right my trusty Ibanez 89, which actually is giving me a little trouble today. It's not wanting to keep the repeats up. So hopefully it will perform, because it will do some truly sickening spaceship stuff. Then I have the Wampler Faux tape echo delay, which I got mostly for pretty tape echo type shimmers, but it will do some interesting things too. The next one over is the Behringer VD400 vintage delay, which is kind of a copy of, the older Ibanez and Boss analog delays. So you'll see that one. And then finally, and I'm saving this one for last, I have an Ibanez Echo shifter, which has the usual feedback, mix, depth, and delay time knobs, but also has modulation and oscillation switches, and it does some really truly filthy things. I wanted to include this one here, which is done off of a 1776 board. It's a do-it-yourself pedal that I didn't do myself. It does some cool delays, but the problem I had with it when I hooked it up is that there is a very slight oscillation going on all the time with it, and I actually couldn't figure out how to dial that out, so I'm going to leave that one out for now. So we'll start with the Ibanez. So you'll see that with any of these, there's a kind of a trick to getting the oscillation to happen, except for the Ibanez over here, which I'll show later. And that is that you kind of have to find the crest of the wave and then ride it. It's a kind of an it's always trying to die out on you, and so you have to wait till you catch the edge of that wave and then bring up the intensity until it builds, and then it'll go on just about forever if you let it. This one will do some more subtle stuff too that I didn't get into, but I just want to show how that works. So this one, wow. You can tell I've been playing with that one already. This one works pretty much the same way. If you just bring up the echo and the level all by itself, it'll almost start to do it on its own. You can hear it. So here you're starting to build. If I turn it too quickly, I'll start to lose it. So you go back. This one's a little bit harder to ride, but you see that it does basically the same kinds of things. Here it's going to build into oscillation from almost nowhere. there's that one. Now on to the Behringer. This one's a little tougher for me because the controls are a little bit reversed. But if we turn off the this one self-oscillates so bad it's almost tough to control. But you can usually turn the echo intensity down to get rid of it. Problem is that as soon as you turn it back up, it's like it never empties out. Build right back up again if I don't stop it. So there's that one. It's a fun pedal, especially considering it was $40. Lastly, we have the Ibanez Echo shifter, which has all kinds of cool delay time effects all by itself, as well as a tap tempo, which is interesting. It goes down to a pretty slow time. This Star Trek type fader is kind of cool to play with. And you can see as soon as I turn on that oscillation switch, the fun really goes.